lands overseas as well. Case in point, Sri Lanka. The chief of the CIA says Sri Lanka is in a mess because it made dumb bets on China. Those are the words he used, dumb bets on China. And it's suffering because of those bets. Back in Colombo, the country's leadership seems to have made another risky bet. It has elected Ranil Wickremesinghe as the new president. Immediately after he took charge, there were protests seeking his ouster. A few miles away, thousands of people lined up outside the country's immigration office. They said that they are there to seek passports so that they could leave the country. Here's a report.
I am not a friend of the Rajapaksas. I am a friend of the people. This is Ranil Wickremesinghe's message. The former Prime Minister of Sri Lanka, now the country's new president. On Thursday morning, he was sworn in at a low-profile ceremony in Colombo immediately after he took charge. Anti-Ranil posters cropped up in Colombo and the protesters reassembled with a new message. Go home, Ranil.
What we want to do is keep on going. We won't give up because what the country needs is a total system change, total different. I mean, we want to get rid of these corrupted politicians. So that's what we are doing.
A few blocks away, a long queue was formed. Thousands of people stood in line, waiting for their turn. What did these people want? Passports from the immigration office. They say they want to leave the country as soon as possible. The immigration office says it is receiving 3,000 applications every day, with some applicants even waiting overnight.
I come to today morning 8 o'clock. I want to take passport because I can't find very nice job and too difficult.
Saturdays come means the Colombo. Mondays waiting passport, not passport waiting.
Coming today passport renew now 9 hour, 10 hour here.
So an exodus is underway and the economic mess is yet to be resolved. The people have run out of food and patience. The leadership has run out of options. The talks with the IMF are yet to conclude. Financial aid from China is bare minimum. It is India that is heeding Colombo's calls. Since January 2022, Indian aid worth $3.5 billion has flowed to Sri Lanka. In the days ahead, India plans to provide Colombo more loans, grants and credit lines. In fact, on Tuesday, New Delhi held an all-party meeting to discuss the same. Speaking after the meeting, India's External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar said, "We do not think that a Sri Lanka-like situation can arise in India, but there was a logic to what we were trying to do. We were trying to highlight the importance of fiscal prudence. There are very strong lessons on fiscal prudence from Sri Lanka and not having a culture of freebies." The minister's response was aimed at critics who say India could soon end up like Sri Lanka. Not only is the comparison misinformed, but it also ignores certain realities, like the role China played in this mess. Beijing's debt-trap diplomacy amplified the crisis, if not triggered it. Sri Lanka knows this. World bodies have said it. Now the chief of the CIA has spoken out too. At a recent security forum, CIA chief Bill Burns was quoted as saying, "A place like Sri Lanka today, heavily indebted to China, which has made some really dumb bets about their economic future, is suffering pretty catastrophic, both economic and political consequences as a result. This ought to be an object lesson to a lot of other players, not just in the Middle East or South Asia, but around the world." Last we checked, Colombo had still not learnt its lesson. It is still in negotiations for a $4 billion aid package from China. Here's hoping the aid comes with no strings attached. Bureau Report, WION World is One.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.